Episode 5. I Don't Want to Be the Worm, which takes its title from a quote from Kendra, who tries to guzzle some extra protein. Didn't go so well for her. This is the episode where I'm thinking, Christ, this is possibly the worst season in a while, because terrible cast and a lot was not happening, and I was crying out for some sort of challenge, and we just had the one challenge which came after the third commercial break, by which time I just wanted all of them to be swept away by a tsunami. But we did get, first bit of business to take care of. That just feels right, doesn't it? Sure. So we did have the immunity and reward challenge together in one. Reba came in first, Lulu came in second, lots of fish for Reba, some fish for Lulu, bugger all for Balo. But these three went on a journey up a big hill to build up an appetite, and they're presented by strategy or sustenance. Austin totally forgets that this game is actually for $1 million and wants hoagies. J. Meyer and Kelly, they do remember this is for $1 million and they want strategy. So Austin so very generously and graciously goes with the majority vote, and they all go back to camp with a level 1 amulet, which is a new advantage in the game. So while there are 3 amulets in the game, then it's worth it has the power of an immunity idol. However, if someone uses that, then they get to steal a vote with 2 in the game, or if there's only 1 left, it's an extra vote. Pretty sure that's how it works. But I must say at this point, taking a step aside, very concerned about Jake. It's been very scary to see him have 2 seizures and collapse twice now. I think he's one to watch through absolute concern, because he seems like a nice enough bloke. And as someone mentioned, his Boston accent really came out really strong when he got very emotional. So yeah, there was that. But then back at Balo, there was a bit of consternation because Austin actually lied about what happened on the journey, which already raised suspicions. He told his best mate Napoleon Dynamite the truth, but Napoleon doesn't actually believe in him anyway. So that's going to backfire sooner or later anyway, isn't it? So I must also say, when Jeff says, if anyone has an idol or an advantage, now will be the time to do so, that is actually kind of moot now, because most advantages these days are actually played in the voting booth in secret, as what happens now. So this is where things get complicated, and I've had to quadruple check everything here, and I'm still not 100% sure I've got this exactly right. But the first thing that Austin does is take his idol, which has already been extended. So if he gets in tribal councils, if he sacrifices his vote, his idol gets extended for another tribal. Well, that's happened. However, if he sacrifices his vote for a second time, the idol is good to the merge, which we now know is happening next week. Okay, so he does that. He has no vote, and that gets burned. But he's got the goodwill advantage, so he restores his lost vote so that he can vote this tribal council. Okay, so that is burnt, and he has the level 1 amulet, which is turned into immunity idol and gets extended as well, I think. All right, so I'm pretty sure. So now he's basically got immunity idol, which is good for the merge. Pretty sure. But that's the only genuine idol in play. And as a result of all that, J. Meyer and Kelly, their amulets get upgraded to a level 2. So if they choose to use it next time around, then they get to steal a vote from someone else. And Brando was the collateral damage. Sorry, Kirby, you've lost your first player. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players have now lost their first players. So that's it. But even still, with all that craziness, it was very much an Austin-centric episode. I was still really kind of wanting from this. But Mergers next week, which seems a little bit premature possibly. There's been no change to the money board. Shane still has $15. See you next week.